As Hurricane Melissa makes landfall as a Category 3 storm. In Jamaica, the storm hit with winds of 185 miles per hour, causing extensive damage and leaving over 500,000 without power. Officials report collapsed houses, blocked mountain roads, and roofs blown off. Desmond McKenzie is deputy chairman of Jamaica's Disaster Risk Management Council.
It is not going to be an easy road, Jamaica. We have seen the extent of the damage. It is going to take a lot of time. I know that person's patience is not going to last for much longer, because when you are in need, persons want us to break the rules.
The storm is blamed for at least 25 deaths in Haiti. Cuba is experiencing significant flooding. 735,000 people are in shelters. Melissa is now a Category 2 storm. In about an hour, the Federal Reserve is expected to announce it's cutting interest rates for the second time this year.
But it'll do so without some much-needed data. Because of the federal government shutdown, September's jobs report, which was supposed to be released 3 weeks ago, is still postponed. And October's hiring figures, to be released November 7th, will also likely be delayed. The Fed had said it would likely implement rate reductions in October and December in an effort to shore up growth and hiring. But if job gains pick up soon, the Fed may not detect the change. And if hiring rebounds after weak job gains during the summer, additional rate cuts may not be justified. Right now, the key rate is about 4.1%, which most Fed officials believe is high enough that it's restraining the economy's growth. Donna Warder, Washington.
A prosecutor in Paris says 2 suspects in the Louvre jewel heist have partially admitted their participation. This is AP News. After more than 4 decades behind bars, Supermayam Vadim was finally set to walk out of a Pennsylvania prison.
He'd been cleared in the 1980 killing of his friend, but now he faces another legal fight. Vadim is in federal custody over a 1999 deportation order. The Trump administration plans to act on that order because of a drug conviction from the 1980s. Vadim's lawyers say the years he wrongfully spent in prison should outweigh that. They've asked the Board of Immigration Appeals to reopen the case. His older sister, Sarasvati Vadim, described her brother as a calm and patient person.
He, more than anybody else, knows that sometimes things don't make sense. You have to just stay the course and keep hoping that truth and justice and compassion and kindness will win.
Vadim is now 64. He legally came to the U.S. at 9 months old so his father could teach at Penn State University. I'm Marcela Sanchez.
I'm Ed Donahue, AP News.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
You want to teach your kid good money habits, but handing them a license to spend isn't smart. You need to easily manage where and how much they can spend, get alerts when they do, and have support to teach them money skills. Our student debit card account does all of that and more for ages 13 through 25. Their debit card can be added to their phone or smartwatch, and you can instantly move money and help manage their card in the app. Only at Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured.
Take a look at our forecast in this noon hour. It does call for more rain today, and we will continue to have those showers into the probably early evening, and then they finally should start thinning out at that time. Right now we have 50 degrees, and we do have a little bit of a breeze out there every now and then out of the north at about 15 miles an hour up to 20 miles an hour, and it has gusted up to 28. The chance of rain the rest of the day, 60%, or at least until the early evening. And then for tonight, there's a good chance of getting some frost by early morning. Now, we'll have cloudy skies through most of the evening, but it will clear out after midnight, and our low will be near 35 degrees by early morning with northerly winds at about 5 to 10. Still gusting up to about 20 to 25, which may prevent the frost from developing, but it could be some patchy frost. That will occur until about 8 or 9 o'clock. Then sunny skies are expected, a high of 55, with a northwesterly breeze of 5 to 10, gusting to 20 miles an hour. Thursday night, clear and cold, down around 33. with patchy frost likely. West winds at around 5 miles an hour. Areas of frost likely Friday morning, and then sunny with a high of near 60 with west winds 5 to 10. Friday night cloudy with a low of 36. There could be a little bit of patchy frost come early Saturday morning, probably after 5 or so, and then that patchy frost will burn off pretty much early in the morning with partly sunny skies expected Saturday and a high of 55. It's 50 degrees at KSMO with those winds out of the north at about 15 mile an hour. Feels like 45. We have relative humidity at 98%. Our pressure's rising 29.79 inches, and we still have some light rain falling here in Dane County. And that has been a look at weather on KSMO and your hometown radio station. Now time for a little agribusiness news coming your way next. It's a Brownfield commentary and then livestock report brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. Now the Brownfield commentary and livestock report on KSMO Radio.
The Science Council defines science as the pursuit and application of knowledge and understanding of the natural and social world following a systematic methodology based on evidence. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. If you farm or ranch, you reap the benefits of science every day. Agricultural science improves crop production and reduces potential environmental impacts to benefit farmers and consumers. These technologies are valuable to those who use them and to the food security of a world population. Drought-resistant crop varieties and seed traits to protect against a wide variety of insects and diseases, for example. The very crops we grow on farms today have been bred over the past 10,000 years to become what they are today. There are those filled with disdain for large agricultural corporations they call Big Ag. Like them or not, it is the billions of dollars they have invested in research and development over time that have given many of us the tools we use on our farms every day to grow the crops that feed the world and provide the income to feed our families. Technological innovations allow us to place the right inputs in exactly the right amount at the right time in exactly the right place. Science, technology, engineering, and math are critical to innovation. The STEM initiative started several years ago to promote the much-needed skills to empower students with a solid education in these subjects has grown in popularity and continues to gain traction. As you support high school ag, I hope you also support STEM in your local schools. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
This Spotlight on Soybeans is brought to you by Missouri soybean farmers. The Missouri Soybean Association's yield contest is back, and Field Services Manager Dylan Anderson has the details.
The yield contest is an event we host every year, which puts farmers across the state against each other and who can get the highest yield. We have statewide categories in irrigated and non-irrigated, using whichever tillage method, and among each of our 7 grower districts with no-till, tilled, and cover crop with no-till, all on dry land. The yield contest has a cash prize for anyone who gets first, second, and third at our state categories, and anyone who wins in each of our district categories. Entries over 100 bushels receive a prize as well. The rules and harvest form, they're available on our website at mosoy.org, taking applications now until November 30th.
Learn more at mosoy.org. From Missouri soybean farmers.
TownScreen is one of the most affordable ways to advertise your special event, business, yard sale, or even send congratulations to someone for as low as $15 per week. With 21 locations in the Salem market and 16 more in the Houston market, TownScreen also gives added value to their users by offering free ad service to the Echo Bluff and Montauk State Park lodges. Produce your own ad or get help from the TownScreen staff. Go online to townscreen.com or call or text 636-338-1199. TownScreen.
Another slow start for direct cash cattle business, and cash hogs are sharply lower at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity is slow to pick up. No bids have been renewed. Asking prices are ranging from $234 to $240 live in the South, but still haven't been fully established in the North. Significant trade volume could hold out until sometime Thursday or Friday. There was a light round of dress business in the North on Tuesday. Deals range from $355 to mostly $360, $9 below the prior week's weighted average basis in Nebraska. The live deals that have been reported have been marked at $228 to $230, $8 to $10 below the previous week's business. At the Phillip Livestock Auction in South Dakota, feeder steers 450 to 700 pounds were $40 to $55 lower. Feeder heifers 450 to 650 pounds were $20 to $35 lower. The USDA says demand was moderate to good in-house, and there was also good demand from online buyers. The market was active. The entire offering came off grass and carried light to moderate flesh. Medium and large one feeder steers 550 to 598 pounds brought $407 to $450. Feeder steers 606 to 647 pounds brought $370 to $417.50. Medium and large one feeder heifers 552 to 594 pounds brought $362.50 to $410. Box beef was higher at midday on solid demand for decent offerings. Choice up $248 at $382.13. Select was $1.28 higher at $361.28. Cash hogs are sharply lower at midday with decent negotiated purchases. After the big day of business on Tuesday, this pullback isn't a big surprise. Processors are moving their needed numbers without having to get too aggressive in their procurement efforts. Demand remains the big question right now. Barrows and Gilts at the National Daily Director down 513 with a weighted average of 83.63. The Iowa Minnesota's 431 lower with a weighted average of 84.49, and the Western Corn Belt's down 491 with a weighted average of 83.89. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are $2 higher at $68, and pork values are higher at midday, up $1.28 at $101.30. Bellies jumped more than $7 to start the day. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
This is Bill Wise with the latest Appetite for Pork report. And here's Patrick Fleming, Vice President of Demand Development with the National Pork Board, talking about how retailers are involved in the Taste What Pork Can Do consumer brand campaign.
We always wanted to make sure that our product marketing campaign really does enhance their image and gives them another reason why consumers should go to their stores. Our brand is inclusive of all and exclusive of none. It was designed so everybody in the supply chain could play underneath it as a master brand for a category, enhance the portfolio, drive sales, which retailers are always interested in, and really provide that final connection with consumers. Because you'll see it on your phone, but it also is very effective if you see it on the retailer app, connecting that link all the way through to make sure consumers take that buying journey with us and come all the way to the end and put pork in the cart and convert it into sales is really what the whole campaign is designed to do, is to get people to buy more pork more often.
To find out more, visit porkcheckoff.org/2025.
That's been the Brownfield Commentary and Livestock Report, brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio. We are your hometown radio station. Now time for a look at our updated funeral announcements. That's brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, and your world today. 4 pages of news you can use. It's available Monday through Friday in Salem and in Bunker in over 40 locations, and also online at KSMOradio.com. Pick up a copy or take a look at it online. Your World Today, we find the latest in news, sports, as well as weather, and other interesting items as well, community service items. So check that all out. Your World Today. Jonathan Allen Ryan of Bismarck passed away Sunday, October 26th, at the age of 41. The family has announced a celebration of life will be held at a later date. A private burial will be in the Morrison Cemetery. All the arrangements are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem for Jonathan Allen Ryan of Bismarck, whose celebration of life will be held at a later date. And that's a look at our updated funeral announcements, brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Again, pick one up locally in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And, of course, Your World Today is published 5 days a week, and it's absolutely free, costs you nothing. A staple in Dent County since 1992, Your World Today. Keep it right here, KSMO, for local news coming your way next in just a moment.
out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today. They're free.
Here at KSMO, it's now time for a look at local news. Local news brought to you by your friends at the SBU Salem campus, located 501 South Grand Street, right here in Salem. It provides quality higher education close to home for the residents of Dent County and surrounding areas. To find out more information about the degrees or the programs offered by SBU Salem, just contact them at 729-7071. That's 729-7071. SBU Salem campus, bringing you a look at local news. The Salem Memorial Hospital regular board meeting was held Tuesday evening at the hospital library. The board heard from CEO Brooke Bullman, who stated she attended the Missouri Hospital Association District 3 meeting where rural health transformation funding was discussed. She reported that the providers are transitioning to a new staffing model where the emergency room and hospital staff are covering both departments. She also stated there was a fiscal year 2025 on-site audit prep with a new CPA firm, Whipfley, out of St. Louis, as they plan to have the return for the hospital done on time. Bowman also stated there was a team facility and landscaping workday, plus the long-term care center held their first ever fall festival. Bowman gave the summary of operations for the month of September, where the hospital had 52 inpatient admissions with 122 inpatient census days. The hospital did show a gain from operations of $833,138.92 and revenues over expenses after taxes of $1,002,518.71. This was for the month of September, and this was also a result of the change suggested by the new accounting firm of recognizing allowances and uncollectibles by service and insurance in September. During the month, there were 629 emergency room visits, as well as 218 ambulance runs. Outpatient registrations came in at 1,180 for the month, with 855 cardiopulmonary procedures, 5,465 lab tests, 1,202 radiological procedures, and 532 rehab treatments, while 1,175 people visited the rural health clinic. Bowman reported there were 23 days of cash on hand at the end of September, but that is up to 30 days as of Tuesday. She also stated the 340B program had $118,044 in revenues for September. That netted out at $59,454 profit. Chief Nursing Officer Amber Hogan reported the state long-term care inspectors showed up on the day of their fall festival, and even though they were waiting on the report, they were told only 3 small things were found and they were not patient-related. Hogan said she attended an MHA Workforce Innovation Workshop, discussed staffing updates, developed an EMT training program which has 10 students, her LPN IV push certification program is finished, and the Skillapalooza will be held on December 9th and 10th for all clinical departments. Hogan stated the hospital had 3 hires in September, but there are still 12 openings at the hospital, including a need for a full-time paramedic for EMS. Quality Improvement and Risk Manager Kendra Mowbray stated Sarah Arnett has taken over as a Torch Grant Manager, plus she developed an internal application process for emerging leaders to participate in. Mowbray said there were a total of 27 risk assessment reports that were investigated in September. The board approved the purchase of a cardiopulmonary rehabilitation monitoring system from Scott Care for $54,000, approved the purchase of a blanket warmer for the hospital from Gatingi for $6,377, and the board also approved hiring the physician recruiting from a firm, Jackson Physician Search, with an initial fee of $3,500, $3,000 per month for advertising and outreach, and a $23,000 placement fee if a physician is hired within 4 months, which drops to an $18,000 fee if it takes 6 months. The meeting was then adjourned. Healthy Dane County will be having their 7th annual Casino Night fundraiser this Saturday at the Salem Community Center at the Armory with a red carpet glamour theme. If guests dress to match the theme, they'll receive an additional $1,000 in gaming money when they arrive. Doors will open Saturday evening at 5:30, the games beginning at 6:30 and lasting until 9. The event features game tables, much like the ones you'll find in a real casino, as well as a number of professional dealers to run the games. Traditional games such as craps, roulette, and blackjack are available alongside a cash bar. An additional blackjack table has been added, and new this year, reservations are available. Eliminate the hassle of arriving early to grab a table. Now you can reserve a table for you and your friends for just $100. Returning this year will be the simulated horse races provided by KSMO Media throughout the evening. The winners of these races will receive special tickets for a drawing to win a stay at the Crown Lake Resort in Horseshoe Bend, Arkansas, featuring a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo with a full kitchen for Sunday, July 6th through Saturday, July 11th. That features a water park, miniature golf, and so much more. At the end of the evening, prizes will be drawn, including a $300 Walmart gift card, virtual reality MetaQuest, wood barrel, vibration plate, bookshelf, 3-piece lounge chair set, customized name log, futon chair and bed, king-size quilt, vacuums, Stevens 243 rifle furniture, 55-inch TVs, propane gift certificates, Missouri State Park map, charcoal, and more. Event ticket holders will receive $10,000 in gaming money to play the casino games of their choice throughout the evening. At the end of the evening, prizes are drawn after exchanging gaming money for tickets. The event would not be possible without many local businesses sponsoring the event, with American Family Insurance agent Jonas Schaefer being the main event sponsor. Casino night tickets are still available at the Salem Community Center at the Armory at 1200 West Trowler Road. For more information, please call 729-8163. The 4th annual Salem Trunk or Treat will be held Halloween night on 4th Street from Highway 19, also known as Main Street, to MacArthur. If your organization or your business would still like to be a vendor at the event, you can still be included. Vendors will be handing out candy on the 4th Street Halloween evening from 6 until 8. If you'd like to help, the organizers are still accepting donations of prepackaged candy or monetary contributions that will be used to purchase additional candy for the event. If donating money, donation receipts for tax purposes can be provided. The Trunk or Treat event is being held to provide the children of the community a safe and controlled area to trick or treat with their parents. Decorations and costumes are being asked to be family friendly. For more information on being a vendor, or if you want to make a donation of cash or by check, please contact Deputy Derek Marfitt at derekmarfitt@gmail.com. That's DERRICKMARFITT@gmail.com, or by phone 573-247-7504, or you can contact Sergeant Chris Robbins at CROBBINS1264@gmail.com. Again, that'll be Friday night from 6 until 8 from Highway 19 to MacArthur on 4th Street, on 4th Street downtown. Well, we are talking about Halloweens, and don't forget to make it safely around on Halloween. If you are going to be out and about having some fun on Halloween night, and the weather should be good enough, as many local events are taking place, but it's imperative that drivers and pedestrians stay alert, because during this exciting time, children can dart in front of a vehicle, so make sure you slow down and use extra caution. Expect an increase in the number of slow-moving vehicles in neighborhoods as motorists pick up and drop off their trick-or-treaters. Please be courteous to other drivers and stay alert for trick-or-treaters of all ages. Distracted drivers are dangerous drivers, so when you're driving, keep your eyes on the road, not on your phone. Parents, please remind children of safe trick-or-treating practices. Approach only familiar houses that are well lit. Do not enter strangers' houses or vehicles. And look both ways before you cross the street. Consider trick-or-treating with your children for their safety and because it's a fun way to spend an evening with your family. Give some thought to safety when choosing a costume. Consider using makeup rather than wearing a mask, which can construct a child's vision. Also make it difficult to see an oncoming vehicle. And a light-colored costume is easier for drivers to see at night, or add reflective tape to dark costumes to make them visible. Flame-resistant costumes are also very much encouraged. And adults should always accompany small children, and older children should stay in groups. Halloween is not just for kids, as many adults enjoy dressing up and visiting haunted houses or attending gatherings. If you're driving to a costume party, make sure your costume does not hamper your vision. If you're attending a Halloween party that does include alcohol, designate a sober driver for your trip home. Even at small amounts, alcohol can slow reaction time and dull the senses. Driving after you've had alcohol could lead to a sad and possibly deadly result. And from the Missouri State Highway Patrol, please have a happy and safe Halloween. More after this.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
When you're an expert on soil and crops, you're a soil scientist. When you're an expert on the weather, you're a meteorologist. And when you're an expert on soybeans, you are an Asgrow farmer. Like you, Asgrow brand is relentlessly focused on soybeans with localized products featuring leading genetics and weed management systems. It all works together to give you maximum profit potential. Visit Asgrow.com. It's all about the beans. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices. For some farmers, soybeans are on their mind 24/7. If you're all about the beans, then Asgrow brand is all about you. That's why we've dedicated ourselves to developing truly localized products. Products with leading genetics and top-tier weed management. Products that maximize the profit potential on every acre you've got. You're serious about soybeans, and we're serious about your success. Visit Asgrow.com. It's all about the beans. Read and follow pesticide label directions, grain marketing, and other stewardship practices.
Truman the Tiger. M-I-Z. Marching Mizzou. And of course, to the house! To the house! The traditions of Mizzou football live here. A scoop and score for Missouri. Catch every game all season long right here.
Never quit! Never gave up!
On your home for Mizzou football, the Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Why stop now?
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Gooey, chocolatey, and nutty. The Goo Goo Cluster has been the South's sweetest treat for over 100 years. Available online at googoo.com or at Cracker Barrel, Hobby Lobby, and at Tractor Supply stores nationwide. Go get a Goo Goo. They're good. Let's take a look at that weather. It does call for clouds to be with us all day today, and a little bit of light rain continuing until about 5 o'clock with a northerly wind at 15 to 20, gusting to 30 miles an hour. Our high today, 55 degrees, maybe by this afternoon. And then tonight, we'll have cloudy skies early. It'll finally clear up after midnight, but it will be breezy with northerly winds 5 to 10 and gusting to 20 miles an hour. Our low is expected to be near 34, and there could be some patchy frost. Then for Thursday itself, a little frost in the morning possible, then sunny, high at 55, with winds out of the northwest 5 to 10, gusting to 20 miles an hour. Patchy frost is likely after midnight Thursday night. It'll be clear and a low of 34 with a wind out of the west at about 3 to 5 miles an hour. Areas of frost likely Friday morning, then sunny, high of 60 with west winds 5 to 10. Friday night, cloudy with a low of 36. There could be a little bit of patchy frost early Saturday morning. Otherwise, partly sunny on Saturday and a high of 55. Currently here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station. We currently have at your hometown radio source a temperature reading of 50 degrees. We do have still some light sprinkles going on, not everywhere, with 16-mile-an-hour winds out of the north, 95% relative humidity, and a pressure at 29.80 inches. It is rising. Here at KSMO, your hometown radio station. Stick around for sports news coming your way next from the Missouri Net, as well as some local sports news on KSMO.
Farming takes hard work and the right information. Brownfield Ag News keeps you connected with agriculture's most important stories. Heard daily on 600 radio stations and accessible through digital and social channels, we deliver the latest market analysis, weather updates, policy news, and more. We're more than just a voice. We're a trusted partner. Brownfield, we connect. Learn more at brownfieldagnews.com.
At Bank of America, we asked our people, how do you take ownership of your career?
I'm able to grow my way by putting the priorities that I have for my career first.
I thrive on being a leader who's behind the team, not in front of the team.
Every few years, I'm being re-energized because I get to do something different and learn something new.
See how our teammates are growing in their careers at bankofamerica.com/great place to work. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Now time for some sports news brought to you as a courtesy of all of us right here at KSMO Radio. Salem Football Tigers will be hosting the Buffalo Bisons. That'll be coming up Friday night at 7 o'clock. Right here on KSMO Media. It all gets started with Tiger Talk coach Neil Myers. This is the first round of district play. And again, this will be aired on KSMO Radio, AM 1340 and FM 95, and audio streamed on KSMO Media. That's KSMORadio.com. KSMO Stream Facebook and KSMO YouTube. You will be able to stream the game, but you'll have to go through Misha, MSHSAA.TV, and there is a paywall. There will be a charge. This has nothing to do with what we do. This is all Misha rules. Again, the Salem Tigers take on the Buffalo Bisons first round of district play, week 10, and it will be right here in Salem on Halloween night, and we'll have it on KSMO Radio, AM 1340 and FM 95, 7, and also on our KSMO Media normal video streams, but it'll only be an audio stream due to Misha rules, which require us to stream the game video-wise via Misha.tv. We apologize for that, but there's nothing we can really do about it. Last night, St. Louis Blues took it on the chin for their fifth straight loss. They lost to Detroit by a score of 5-2. The Vancouver Canucks will come to St. Louis on Thursday night. We'll have that game for you here on KSMO Radio. Now more sports news up next from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Nut Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. Maryville University, located just outside of St. Louis in Town and Country, a Division II women's basketball program knocked off Mizzou last night in an exhibition game, 90-84 in overtime, as the Saints overcame a 15-point deficit. Congrats to Coach Britt Hand and the Saints. Mizzou junior Grace Slaughter says they can learn from this, and it doesn't count in the standings.
You know, I'm sure we're going to watch a lot of film. We're going to dive into that. You know, to have it happen early is a plus. So we get to now, you know, have a couple more practices before our first official game and just really get focused on, you know, what we can take from this game and carry it over to official season.
25 points and 11 rebounds for Slaughter. For head coach Kelly Harper, she loses her exhibition debut, but she pointed out in her final year at Missouri State in 2019, they lost their exhibition game to Division II Central Missouri and ended up making it to the Sweet 16. Now, she's not suggesting that far of a run for Mizzou, but just proving that exhibition games really don't mean anything. The Tigers tip off the season for real on Monday at home against Central Arkansas. The Blues lost their fifth in a row and twice in 4 days to the Detroit Red Wings, 5-2 the final. And the Blues have given up 24 goals in their last 4 games. Braden Shen says it's pretty simple why they're losing.
We're making too many mistakes, and that's ending up in our net. That's not a secret, and that's not goaltending. That's guys leaving the front of the net open too much, and they got 2 goals by that tonight. And not feeling as good as you possibly can. You have to dig down a little bit deeper and lock it down, and we just haven't found a way to do that.
To make matters worse, Jake Neighbors, who is leading the team with 6 goals, placed on injured reserve. He'll be reevaluated in 5 weeks. The Blues play Vancouver Thursday. Since 2020, the Chiefs and Bills have played a total of 9 times. The Bills have won the last 4 regular season matchups. The Chiefs have beaten them all 4 times in the playoffs. They meet 3:25 on Sunday. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Illicit fentanyl is the deadliest drug threat that our nation has ever experienced. It has killed hundreds of thousands. Many of its victims didn't even know they were getting fentanyl. Such a tragedy. This is Robert De Niro. One of those tragic deaths was my beautiful grandson, Leo. He was just 19 years old. Fentanyl doesn't care, but you do. Join us in the fight against fentanyl. Find us online at ladrfoundation.org.
High School in the USA Cultural Exchange Program makes lifelong connections by embracing new cultures. It's a chance to share your story, traditions, and customs with others while discovering a new culture right in your own home. We match students with host families to feel less like a guest and more like a member of the family. If you're interested in embarking on a new adventure as a host family, visit highschoolintheusa.com or shoot an email to info@highschoolintheusa.com.
It's tailgate time, so come into Country Mart in Salem today and pick up all your tailgate supplies that you will need, like lunch meats, condiments, beverages, paper plates, cups, plastic utensils, paper towels, or how about Glenn's Smokehouse ribs, pork steaks, or even fried chicken. Plus, don't forget to check them out online at www.tcmarkets.com. Country Mart, Highway 3272 East in Salem. Stop by and see them today. You've seen the vertical screens in Salem and Houston filled with local community events, business ads, and even obituaries. It's called Town Screen. But did you know that you can place your message in either or both of those towns, starting as low as $15 for a week per market? You won't find a more affordable way to get your message out to the public. Produce your own ad or get help from the Town Screen staff. Go online to townscreen.com or call or text 636-338-1199. Town Screen.
Missouri Net News. I'm Sue Danielson. A large part of northwest Missouri will be under a frost advisory tomorrow. Temperatures are expected to dip into the low 30s. A man's facing charges after a standoff in Sedalia. Police say a man wearing a mask like one from the movie Scream went into a home through a window after sending threatening messages. Police helped the victims escape. The Cole County, Missouri Circuit Court has struck down a state law that limits community associations from regulating backyard chickens. St. Louis attorney Elijah Ellis.
So we are restored back to the status quo before the law was passed last spring, which is that each homeowners association can make its own rules and regulations and restrictions about the pasturing of chickens.
The state has 40 days to appeal. Security plans are ramping up for next year's FIFA World Cup in Kansas City. Security plans are expected to intensify further once it's known which teams are coming. Missouri Net News.
The more you listen to your kids, the closer you'll be. So we asked kids, what do you want your parents to hear?
I feel sometimes that I'm not listened to. I would just want you to listen to me more often and evaluate situations with me and lead me towards success.
Listening is a form of love. Find resources to help you support your kids and their emotional well-being at sounditouttogether.org. That's sounditouttogether.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Pivotal.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
What are you doing every day to support your liver? If you enjoy sweets, fast food, alcohol, or take any medications, that's a vital question to ask. Hi, I'm Sherry Torkas, pharmacist and health author. Supporting your liver isn't just a wellness trend, it's a daily essential. That's why I recommend Active Liver by New Nordic.
Protect your liver and give it the support that it deserves by making Active Liver from New Nordic part of your daily wellness routine. Find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS, Meijer Grocery, or online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com.
Playing the hits. KSMO, Salem.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
I used to think food just came from the store, but now I know it starts on a farm. I'm Maya, and I'm in the 3rd grade. This year, I got to be a part of Agriculture Education on the Move, where we learned about crops, animals, and all the work farmers do every day. I was surprised by how many things I use every day that come from agriculture. Ag Ed on the Move helps students like me all across Missouri learn about agriculture in fun, hands-on ways. We even practice math, science, and reading during these lessons, which my teacher really likes. Support agricultural education by partnering with Missouri Farmers Care to bring ag education on the move to your school. Because when we understand where our food comes from, we grow up grateful. Who knows? Maybe I may become a farmer. Learn more at agmoves.com. Agriculture education on the move, enriching lives one classroom at a time.
At KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station, let's take a look at our weather, and it does call for the possibility of still some sprinkles through the afternoon. We will have a high today of near 53 degrees, and it will be breezy with winds out of the north anywhere from 15 to 20, gusting as high as 30 miles an hour. Those rain chances, though, have diminished to about 30% for the rest of the afternoon. It will clear out late tonight, probably after midnight. We will have cloudy skies through the evening, and we will have a low of 34 by early morning, with the wind still blowing at about 7 to 12 miles an hour and gusting at 20 to 25. We probably won't see any frost, but we can't totally rule that out for early Thursday morning. We'll have sunshine on Thursday and a high of 55, and it will be breezy again with northwesterly winds at 8 to 12 miles an hour, gusting up to 20. For Thursday night, we're going to have clear skies, so there's a good chance of getting some frost come early Friday morning with a low of 34. Winds out of the west at around 3 to 5 miles an hour. Areas of frost Friday morning, then sunny, high close to 60 with a west breeze 5 to 10. Friday night, we're going to have a little bit of patchy frost possible. Will be cloudy and a low of 36. And then Saturday, if there is some frost, it'll hang around till about maybe 8 or 9 o'clock. Then we'll have partly sunny skies, high of 55. Partly cloudy Saturday night, low of 35. The possibility of patchy frost will reoccur Sunday morning. Then we'll have sunny skies on Sunday and a high close to 60. Currently here at KSMO Radio, your hometown radio station.